Hey guys, and welcome to another video of the Forgotten series. In case you're new and don't know what this series is about, it's basically where I try and shine some light on some old items that you might have forgotten were even in TF2. Today I've decided to tackle probably one of the harder ones, and that is Taunts. So TF2 used to be the king of Taunts in my opinion, and there weren't many games doing them, and TF2 had loads of them. Then more games started doing Taunts and having emotes and stuff like that, and since then TF2 has been dethroned, which is kind of sad. Also, really quickly before we do get into the Forgotten Taunts, I know that this has been a long intro, but if you do go on to enjoy this video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on. I don't upload enough right now to spam you with notifications, so you should be fine. Also, this video is literally all my opinion, so if you don't agree, that's completely fine. Comment down below what you think should have been in the list instead. So, I don't want to offend anyone, it's just my opinion. So, on to the first taunt, and in my opinion it has to be the boiling point. Now, this is kind of a trick one because there is an alternative version to this taunt called the table tantrum, which is the one everybody uses, but the boiling point is almost the same taunt with just different stuff on the table, and you get this one from a promotion to do with buying a cooker that is almost £200 or like $250. I mean, I love TF2 and all, and I like collecting stuff, but I never used a cooker. And I'm never going to pay that much money just to get a reskin of a taunt that's already in the game. So a lot of people might think they know this taunt, but they're actually thinking of the table tantrum and not actually this taunt. Next taunt we have is the results are in, and this was one of the first wave of new taunts to come into the game with the showreel crate, I believe, and it wasn't really ever a high tier one then. I mean, it's an okay looking taunt, I guess, but I don't really ever play medic, so I don't ever see myself using it, which is why I think people might disagree with this one. So if you are a medic main, I reckon you use this a lot more and you actually see it a lot more than I do. But yeah, it's a cool taunt and a lot of unusuals exist for it as well, which is really nice, but I never really see it. So when somebody does it, I'm like, oh wait, that is still a thing. Never mind. So the director's vision is the next taunt on this list. I think this one is more to do with the fact that it doesn't seem that many people seem to own this taunt at all. Most people deleted theirs at some point when they were free to play and got it maybe. I don't know. But I rarely ever see people using it in game. I don't know what's happened with mine. I don't know if I ever got one or if I just deleted it. I don't know. The point I'm trying to make is I barely ever see anybody use them. And the only time I do see somebody use them is if they've put their unusualifier on it and got an unusual one. I rarely ever see normal ones. The fourth taunt is probably going to be the Flippin' Awesome. This is another one of like the first wave of new taunts when they were being introduced. But since they've been released, I feel like much better partner taunts have come out. And it means that more people will be equipping them over this one. It's not as bad by any means, but it is old now. And it's not nearly as popular as most of the other taunts. So I forget it exists because I myself don't have it equipped on a lot of classes. But hey, I mean, if you like it, that's still okay. I still quite like the taunt. I just never see it used. So I just forget it's even in the game. Like I said, it's all my opinion. So you guys might not think this is forgotten because you use it all the time. So you might have different TF2 experiences than me. You might see all of these taunts all the time and I just don't. Or I'm not really looking out for them. So I don't know. This list is very subjective. That's all I want to say. And finally, we have the Spent Well Spirits. I don't know. I'm not a massive super fan of this one. I've got to say, I've always preferred the obliterated taunt, which even then I don't use it all that much, which probably isn't great. But this is an okay taunt, I'd say. It's not the best, probably not the worst, but it's not one of my favorites or one I'd really use either. I very rarely see it used in games. Instead, I see stuff like the Scotsman Stagger or even the obliterated taunt over this one, which I don't know, I feel like that's fair. It was a cool taunt when it first came out, don't get me wrong, I absolutely loved it when it first came out, but the hype for it's kind of died down for me, and I kind of prefer a lot of the other taunts that are in the game now. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you don't agree with my list and you think something else should be on it, then definitely make sure you comment down below. I honestly don't see myself being able to make another Forgotten Taunts video without going into more popular taunts and really offending people with it, so probably not going to be a part 2 to this ever. But either way, if you did enjoy it, please make sure you leave it a like and also sub to the channel if you haven't already. Share it with your friends if they want to, argue about what taunts are forgotten in a 10-year-old video game. But yeah, anyway, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy it. Thank you all so much for being so patient with me. Life is being a little bit of a butt right now, so, I haven't had too much time to be making videos, so hopefully I'm going to get back into that, like, in a couple of weeks properly. I'm still going to try and upload stuff, but I don't know. It's really hard. I just want to say thank you all so much for the support. It means a lot to me. You wouldn't even know. And yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.